final card, which doesn't use the birdhouse at all. I wanted to come up with something that also did not use the birdhouse because the flower images in this set are really cute. So this one, not using the birdhouse, we've got a basic black card base, 8.5 by 5.5. I have a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of white that's going to go on the inside that you can see I've already done some to, but it's going to be a surprise. Then we have a piece of Summer Splash that's 3.5 by 4.5, and I just went ahead and die cut some of the leafy pieces out of this layer. Another layer of black that's 3.125 by 4.125. And then I brought in some different designer series paper. This is the Unbounded Beauty designer series paper that I decided to pull into this. So you will get this piece also. This is a 3 by 4 of this pattern here. So this kind of dictated the colors that I chose for the card. You're going to get this Nested Essentials label. It is the, I think, 3rd largest of this particular shape. I think this is some kind of a polygon, if my math is correct. And then you're going to get a couple strips of Pretty in Pink and Petunia Pop, and you're going to want to get all 3 flowers out of that. Now there is also like a little half flower. I didn't use that. You could, if you scooch these together, you could get all 4, but I only needed the 3, so I got the same 3 already out of that. And then we also need a piece of white for 2 floral images, and then you'll get enough to do 2 floral images and a bird. Okay, so now I couldn't decide what color bird I wanted, so I actually have 3 different colors of birds here that I've already done. So this one I did Petunia Pop, this one I did the Summer Splash, and then this one I did some Petunia Pop and some Pretty in Pink. So we're going to kind of figure out what bird we want to add after we're done. And then there's just some other options. If you don't like the bird we chose, you can see what the other birds might look like. Okay, so we need to color these little floral images here, and we're using the same colors that are in the designer series paper. So we're going to start out with some light Pretty in Pink, and I'm just going to kind of do, I don't even know, just some random coloring here. And I've already cut these out, and I don't even really remember which way I colored them, but there's probably a lot of different ways you could do it. You know what I mean? You could use Petunia Pop for this flower. You could, whatever you want to do. So, but I'm going to use the light Pretty in Pink. Then I'm going to bring in the dark, and I'm going to kind of color in the other petals of this flower. And we can go ahead and get the middle. Oh, look at that. I forgot one of those petals. What was I doing? And one more here. I'm going to bring that back so I can complete the process of that flower there. Then we're going to use the light Summer Splash to do the leaves. So we're coloring all of our leaves Summer Splash. Even though in the real world, again, there's probably not a whole lot of Summer Splash leaves out there. But then, who knows? I haven't been everywhere in the world, so it's possible there is. Do that kind of stem piece there, come around that flower, and then we're going to bring in the light Petunia Pop, and I'm going to kind of do the base of these flowers in my light. And then we'll bring the dark in to do the top pieces of them. Get that one. And then this one here. There we go. And then we'll bring the dark and we'll just finish off the tops. And again, I've said this a million times. I'll say it again. I'm not a great colorist. So I just kind of dabble. And I'm usually pretty satisfied with what I come up with. I don't do a lot of highlighting and shading because I don't know how, but there you go. So then you would cut those out. There is a coordinating die that will cut those out. So here they are, already done. Oh, I guess I didn't color in the middle. So you can if you want to. And then we have our little pieces here that we've already cropped out. So it's not a super hard card. We're going to stamp our sentiment right across the center here. This is a sentiment in the set. The set has a lot of nice sentiments. They work out really well. Hold on. I had that piece of tape that had ink on it that I wanted to get rid of. All right, so I don't remember what this says, but it's nice. Okay, we're going going to bring this back in. And again, we're going to try to center this as best we can. I think that worked. Okay. So there we have our sentiment. Cover up my ink so I don't stick my hand in it again. All right, so we're going to do some layering here. Pretty simple. We're just going to add this piece to the layer of black. So our designer series paper goes on our layer of black. And we're going to have a pretty slight border here, like a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. Something like that. And then I'm going to add this piece to this with my dimensionals, wherever they went. Oh, right here. So we're going to go one in the middle, and then one in the corners. Try to get those backing pieces off. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to center. Oh, I guess I'm not in the frame, but I'm going to try to center this as best I can. I think that's centered. Yep. And then I'm going to add this little guy to the middle here of the whole thing, getting down to the end of my glue. And I always am worried about starting a new glue because a new glue is a little unpredictable and it can squirt out and make a mess just any given moment. All right, so we're just going to center this as best we can. It's not perfect. Oh well. And then this, of course, is going to go onto the main card here. So we'll just add some glue around all the goodies here. And not upside down. Good grief. How many of you have done that? Raise your hands. My hand is raised. Put my top layer on upside down, and then you're like, oh, for heaven's sakes. I actually sent one of those to my dad, and he got a good kick out of it. So there you go. Okay, so now we are going to bring in our little floral pieces, and we're just going to kind of add them around our sentiment. Something like that. I actually have a cheater on my phone for this card too, because I couldn't remember when I was working yesterday. I was not feeling my best, and I thought I better take a picture of how I've got this set up, because otherwise I won't remember, and then I might not make it as nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to do something like that for over on that side. And then over here, I might do something. Where's the rest of my leaves? Oh, here we go. This is another little double leaf here. So I'll maybe end up tucking that behind there, and then bringing this little guy perhaps up here with another little leafy piece. And then the final thing I have is a bow. So I've got this little bow that I tied out of the Pretty in Pink ribbon, and I did want to stick that right here. And then I have a bird, and I want to stick a bird up here. I feel like this whole thing is crooked. Oh gosh. Anyway, so I can't decide if I want a petunia pop bird. I'll let you kind of savor that for a moment. Or the summer splash bird. Take a moment and savor that as well. Or the Pretty in Pink bird, which I think is too much pink. So I don't really like that. I don't feel like the bird really pops off the card. So my vote is no on this. So what do you guys think? The summer bird or the petunia bird? Leave me a comment. And while you're doing that, I'm going to add all these goodies to the card. So petunia or the summer bird, because I've already decided I'm not putting the Pretty in Pink bird on there. That's out. All right, so I'm going to do that. This little guy right there. Oh, you guys are saying, most of you are going petunia. I'm going to snip a little bit of this off, because you can do that if you have to snip something off to get something to work. You're entitled to cut that off. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, I want this. I think I kind of want it like that. Maybe. And then this. Most of you are going Petunia Bird. That's honestly the one that I was going to go with too, but I like to let you guys have a voice just in case, because a lot of times you guys come up with better stuff than I do, so kudos to you. Okay, that more Petunia votes coming in. The Petunia Bird is the bird of choice. Pretty sure. Oops, that's too much. That, and then a little leaf. Oops. And we got some glue where we don't necessarily want it. Where do I want this? Off to the side here, like that. Okay, and then the bird, we're going Petunia, because as I'm looking at, Petunia does have the most votes, so it is what it is. It's majority rules here. Oh, you know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to announce the winner of my drawing from 2 weeks ago. So I need to grab that too. And here is our Petunia bird. Yay! All right, let me get a glue dot for the ribbon. And then I have the inside already done. So we can just go ahead and add this to the inside. I just did the exact same thing, just the same flowers, and I just put them in the corners, and we're just going to add that to the inside. So don't forget, if you guys want the cards to make this, or the pieces to make these cards, just place your $35 order in my store, and I will send you a kit. Okay, let me push that out of the way, and now we need to add some gems. So I kind of wonder if I should go opposite. You know, like this should be opposite day. Like we should do Petunia Pop in the flowers that are pretty in pink. And then maybe Pretty in Pink in the flowers that are Petunia Pop. That's right there. I think, yes, that's what I'm going to go for. So there it is, card number 3. We have the inside. I think this is crooked. I'm going to try to get this off here if I can. I just don't know if I can. It's crooked. I'm not happy. Anyway, we've got that. We've got this. And then we have this fun fold card here that will stand up on a desk. And yay, I hope you guys liked these. I had a lot of fun working with this set without the designer series papers that it was kind of suggested with, I guess is the term. So I hope you guys like this. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up, share the video. I think there's a little share link down there somewhere. That would be awesome if you could do that. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll keep you updated on the old gallbladder issue, if that is indeed what it is. So have a great weekend, Memorial Day. Be safe out there, whatever you're going to do, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye-bye. Where's my goodbye button? Here we go.